Oh, hi. Hey, Russ here. Welcome back to my shop. Yes, you caught me working on my mini workbench instead of on my downdraft table. I'm guilty as charged. I got sidetracked. I decided that I really like to have a really good Moxon Vise. Yes, I made one last year, but I just never really liked it. And it mounted to my regular workbench, so the height of it was a lot lower. And actually, I like my Moxon Vise. I thought I'd make it better by making it adjustable height. So instead of attaching to here, I made it a slightly different one that I can attach to my mini vise, which means that inherently I now can adjust the height of it because I can adjust the height of my workbench. If you go back and check my mini workbench about a week or two ago, and you'll see where I did the finished product of this workbench using my T-bar assembly here so that I can make it adjustable. And none of that has changed. The only thing I've done is I've added this board right here on this side of my mini workbench that's flush all the way here. So I have about 4 1/4 inches now of flat surface here. And I drilled 2 1/4-inch bench dog holes right here, kind of in line with these 2 holes here. And if you remember, last year I did a video on what I call bench dog anchors, these, where I could take it on my workbench, and I could take 2 of them, and I put them up to the bottom, and I could put a piece on here, and put my wing nut on here, and I could take, and then tighten something down underneath it, and I could actually have a nice little hold down to my work surface. And I use these occasionally. They're actually kind of handy to have around. I like them. With these wing nuts that I made, it works really well. So, but I decided I can do more with it. Yes, multitasking. So now I use these to set up my Moxon Vise now too. Just a nice little one. The 2 holes I put in here are right at about a little over 12 inches apart. So now I can take my bench dog and put them in from the back side. Now, just to refresh your memory, it's a 5/8 thread rod with a nut, and this is 1/2 inch PVC. And I threaded it with the tap, the same size as this rod. Didn't have to drill or anything. And then I screwed this down on here. And then I shaved it down so that it's exactly 3/4 of an inch, so that it fits snugly in my bench dog hole. So now when I put it in the bench dog hole, it fits in there nice and snug. And I put these 2 bench dog anchors in there like that. Then I made a Moxon Vise jaw that I can slide onto there, like so. And I take my standard wing nuts that I made, and these are just, I took 2 pieces and I drilled a hole to hold that nut in there, and then I glued it back together and shaped it so that I could use it as a wing nut. So the nut is doing all the work while I'm spinning it on there on the threads. But now I can take this, and now I can take a piece of wood and in just a couple of minutes I can have my Moxon Vise here. And I can set this in there any way I want, any piece of wood, up to 4 1/2 inches on my capacity by 12 inches this way. So I can put a fairly good sized chunk of wood in there if I want to hold it. So now all my joinery, hand joinery work, is going to be a lot easier. Plus, being on my mini bench now, instead of having my vise on here, I actually can now adjust the height of my Moxon Vise to whatever height I want for the work I'm doing. Great little addition. I did away with the other Moxon Vise, and most of the time this doesn't even have to be on here, so it doesn't have to add to the weight. The only thing that's permanently mounted on my bench is 1 piece of wood. So I didn't add much weight to this thing overall, and that comes off in just a couple of minutes. And then I can take these out, put them back in the drawer along with the wing nuts, so I have them for next time if I want to do something. And the only piece is this piece here, so the amount of weight that added to my vise is minimal. So it makes it really easy. I still can put it on and off easy, and if I need the vise, I can easily add that in just a minute or so. So I really like it. My bench dog anchors to the rescue again. So now I have a really nice Moxon vise. I'm really happy with it. This is just some of that old ash that I had off of one of my trees that I cut down last year. And I milled this up the other day. It was dry enough that I was able to, and made a nice 1.5 inch thick jaw out of that. So works pretty good. I'm really happy with it. So you might try this if you want. That's why when I did these last year, the little anchors, and I told you that they'd have other uses, guess what? I found some more uses. I love it when things multitask. So anyway, that's my Moxon vise. If you have any questions about it or any ideas, or you want to do something like this and discuss ideas of how you can make it work for you, just leave me a comment below. If you like this video, say so. Most importantly though, please come back again, because we're nowhere near done. I still haven't done the downdraft table. I'm going to hopefully get to that here pretty quick, because I really want to get that done. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again very soon.